Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy winter solstice and happy time zone. Welcome everyone to WriterGreg on twitch.tv. And today being Monday, December 21st, 2020, year's almost over, and looking forward to a good day of writing together. As you may notice, I don't know where my hat is. So we're going Santa-less on this day of the winter solstice, but that's just what has to happen, I guess. Good morning, James. How are you? All right, let's get into the thought of the day. And we go to the screen tab. All right. Oops. Well, the thought of the day is from Richard Price. The bigger the issue, the smaller you write. Remember that. You don't write about the horrors of war. No. You write about a kid's burnt socks lying on the road. You pick the smallest manageable part of the big thing and you work off the resonance. Okay, that is some great advice that we can have. And if you want a visual of this, think of back to the Disney animated version of Mulan, where there is a small little doll that is found by the enemy troops, and they go to return the doll. And then later on, you see that same doll burnt out in a burnt out village. They did not focus on the village. They did not focus on the atrocities that the Huns had committed on the ancient Chinese people. What they focused on is the doll. And we got everything that we needed from just knowing that that doll no longer had an owner. So that's something that we can think about in our writing, is when in the details, when trying to write about something big, we can find resonance in the details. All right. So there we go with the thought of the day. The quote of the day, I guess, would be a more appropriate way to describe it. And if you would like to have this meme, you can go over and visit memes-writing in the Orchard Discord server. So we still have a couple of minutes before our first sprint of the morning, which will start. Could it be a building, not a doll? Of course. The smallest thing that you want to focus on. And if you're talking about a building, it would just be the one building within the entire city. Of course, you could still mention that the entire city's in rubble. But yeah, you just focus on the smallest thing. But see, as with all writing advice, your mileage may vary. You don't know how far this will go, and it may not be applicable in all situations. But it's another tool in your belt that you can use while working on writing. Okay, so I'm still working on this short story, and I'll be taking that up in a couple minutes. But I did want to, let's see, show something. Let's see what. Gotta be careful. Let me see what. All right, if you visit the WriterGreg YouTube channel, I have posted the 10 interviews that I recorded from the 24-hour stream. So if you would like to see some of the interviews with those who participated during the 24-hour stream, please go ahead and visit over there at just search for WriterGreg on YouTube, and you would be able to participate and see the interviews portions of the 24-hour stream. Right, so we just want to start that. In my image, where would be a good place to have the fireplace closest to the... Okay. No, this was in the art channel. Let me bring up my pen. Okay. The idea that I was thinking is that the fireplace should be right here with the ability to see in from both sides. That way you are able to have it heating both. It'll heat this room and it will heat this room, and being centrally located, it is more likely to provide radiant heat. And often you will not see a chimney in the corner like this because the chimney stack isn't going to be very high, but you would see a chimney right here in the middle. So if you were to only have one chimney, one fireplace, I would focus on the one right here. But if you were to have two, you could have one over here as well. The problem with having the charcoal is that if you only have it there, you then have to carry the charcoal all the way around here as opposed to just right here. And, or more accurately, you would have to carry it through like this and dump it off. Okay, and that's the concern right there, is why that all that extra space, because you could have the charcoal area right here. You wouldn't want to have, I mean, think of the economy of movement, and what would save the most time is just to have that. Okay, the charcoal area was producing it. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. Okay, so yep, let's get the timer up. We need to only do 5 minutes there. Yeah. All right, there we go. We'll turn the music up. Microphone's off. I'll see you in 5. All right, there we go. The end of the sprint. And welcome everyone who has started. And what is a Christmas welcome song? Oh yes, Chalk Monk. Join the orchard. It's got good fruit. Let's take care of these words first. It's all kinds of fruit. It's a metaphor. The orchard is, we're all laborers in the field working together. Yeah, it's a tree orchard. Lemons and sugar for the pancakes, me chopping wood. So, a Christmas welcoming song. I'm going to think about that one for a split second. I guess we're just going to have to do a repeat here. But I don't know any other welcoming songs. That's the thing. It's like, I mean, welcome to Sunday school or something like that. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding, oh, bring us some figgy pudding, oh, bring us some figgy pudding and bring it right here. We won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, so bring it right here. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. There we go. Oh, Feliz Navidad. I can do that. Next break. Next break. I like this song Feliz Navidad. The issue is that the same original version is played on the radio station forever. It's always the same version. And there are some newer versions re-recorded by more contemporary artists that I really like. It's just that the radio station never plays those. That's the issue. Is just so it's okay to update your playlist once in a while, FM 100. Yeah, it's just like they have the same playlist year after year after year, and they never change it, and you can just predict what songs are going to be coming. It's just rather So what's everyone else working on this morning? Excuse me. Forestry tools, tables, and paras. Cool. All right. Mostly eating chocolate malt cereal straight from the box because I have no milk. Eggnog. You could use eggnog. Eggnog on breakfast cereal. Can you think of anything more Christmassy than that? But then again, I like the Christmas eggnog you get from the store here in the States straight. I mean, I like the thick stuff. I don't like diluting it. But then again, I wouldn't dilute it with any adult beverages either. All right, so there we go. Let's put another 10 minutes on the clock. And you know, Magic, I don't know. Yeah, it has milk powder in it. Yeah, sure, that's enough. Oh, I need to go back to this screen. There we go. There's the timer. All right, let's get to it. Well, I'm glad you're here, Magic. Thanks for coming. All right, music up, microphone off. I'll see you in 10. right, let's get these words recorded and saved. Turn down the music a little bit there. All right. Here we go. Let's see, we started off at 246 and 443. All right. Oh, almost 200. Not bad. Excuse me. All right, I have a song to sing. All right, and now we need to turn off this music. All right. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Dun, 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 dun. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Dun, dun, dun. Feliz Navidad. Dun, pam, para. Feliz Navidad. Dun, 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 dun. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. And there we go. Merry Christmas, everyone. And yes, thanks for reminding me to go to the main screen there. All right. Mark that one as complete. Yep. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. And I think I lost a follower. I think looking at my statistics, I think I just dropped a number. All right, there we go. So now we'll turn the real music back on. Support for the independent art industry. What's this? So Chuck Mint, what is that link? Finally got a friend who knows more about TTRPGs on board for January. Wonderful. We had discussed publishing the module for the campaign if I finish it. Cool. It's a meme. Percentage support for the independent art industry. High class, middle class, edgy teens, suspiciously wealthy furries. That's funny. That is suspiciously percentaged. Yes, it is. All right. 69% of furries. But of course, what other percentage would you say would there be there? All right. Let's drop that like a lead balloon and turn on the timer for our next sprint, the third of the morning. All right, let's turn up the music. off with the microphone, and I will see you in 10 minutes. All right, there we go. I am slow this morning. 562. That's good to hear. All right, 54 words. Good job, James. Not really much to talk about today, so if you have any questions for in the middle of these breaks, feel free to let me know. We can talk. Just going in here, I guess fixing some of these typo. Or I could just jump right in to the next one. I think I'm going to go ahead and... What tools would you expect to use if you were turning a log into strips of wood 2.5 centimeters to 5 point... Wow, that's a thin piece of veneer. Strips of wood. 0.5 centimeter? Oh, okay. Because I was thinking of a veneer slicer. But I don't know if this technology is a little too advanced for it. Yeah, because a veneer slicer actually will spiral the wood and it will take a very thin sheet off. Other than that, I think it would be just a regular it could just be a regular table saw. But that is some thin wood for making baskets. I don't think I would use I wouldn't use wood for baskets from pine. Ooh. I would recommend you research that to see if that's even possible, because usually with baskets you're using reeds and grasses, and I don't know if pine, even soaked in wood, would be pliable enough to be able to use the strips. That's a I don't know if you could do that. Especially if you're weaving a basket. Yeah, I don't know. Yep, I don't know. Sorry. All right, let's get the timer going. All right, we'll turn the music up. Microphone's off. I'll see you in 10. And there we go. Hey, Travis Tavern Talk. Thank you for the good morning. Appreciate that. Let's get this recorded. Hey, good morning, Moonflower. How are ya? I love the alliteration of your name, Travis Tavern Talk. Very nice. Oh, those kind of wood baskets. Okay, I could see that. Huh. Yeah. That's a good point. You could make those out of pine. But to strip a log, to make wooden strips, I don't know. Hand peeling logs to make log furniture. How to make your own spalted lumber from logs. Mill. You know. Yeah. How to mill. Let's see. Lathe wood strips. A lathe. Yeah. I don't know, James. That's a rabbit hole that I'm gonna need to avoid because I do love watching woodworking and stuff like that. But I would just be careful with that. But yeah, you're right. You can make those kind. I was not I was not thinking of those kind of baskets, but yep, that could definitely work. All right. I love this thing where I say the word moonbeam in the dictation software, but then it comes back as grammar check says nope, it's supposed to be one. All right, so there is the alarm. Let's get ready for the next sprint. We're in hour 2. All right, so here we go. There is the timer. Let's turn up the music, turn off the microphone, and I will see you in 10. There we go. Let's get these words recorded. Oh, certainly. That's an excellent question. Oh, and Dazzlecat has redeemed a showcase. Great. We'll get into that. Let me turn down the music. I am using, it's called Snaz. It's a Windows-only application that a stream tool made by streamers for streamers. And let's see. Yeah, that's a... Actually, if you just search Snaz GitHub, S-N-A-Z GitHub, yeah, you would get that. So let's go. So there you go, Travis. That's the link of the application of what I'm doing. And how I do it is I just where is it? Okay, so what I do is I just have the chrono down here, and it just, I set it for that, and then I set it that, and then here I use Streamlabs, and nope, not that. Yeah, oh, sprint countdown. Here we go. Let's turn. And then I read from a text file. And I add it as a source. I read from the text file. And what Snaz does is it updates that text file every second. So then Streamlabs grabs it every second. And yeah, it's a nice little tool, pretty simple. And I also use it for my countdown when I start my stream, meaning the time, date, and countdown. This countdown to a specific time, I set the timer every morning for 5 a.m. computer time, and then it just counts down. So for example, I can go like this, and say that tomorrow I start that, and I go over to my welcome screen, and now it says the stream starts in 40 minutes, but that's only because I only have this displaying the minutes and seconds. I don't have it displaying hours. If I had in the output format, if I put hours, it would show 21 hours and 40 minutes and all that stuff. So I'll just stop that. And then see, that's a countdown text. So yeah, but then they have this text line changer and all this extra stuff. Yeah, I liked it. It's the Arcana theme from Nerd or Die. Okay, so we do have a article review redeemed by Dazzlecat, so let's get into that. Let me turn off the music. Oh yeah, hey, streamers helping streamers. That's what it's all about here. Or writers helping writers, whichever is applicable. All right, so here let's get into, am I missing my glove? I am missing my glove. Okay. So let's get here. Honey Port. Okay, let's see how long we. Okay, not too long. Okay, Honeyport is a town on a bank of the Darkwater River. It had once began as a jumble of rivermen shacks built around a stream that led to brush lands filled with honeybees a century ago. Okay, long sentence. That is a really long sentence. Um, and remember, a sentence needs to be just one one idea at a time. And okay, it began as a jumble of rivermen shacks. Then period. They were built around the stream that led to the brush land. You know, boo boo. These were filled with honeybees. You know, we need to, especially with people reading these things and trying to get out information in a nonfiction format. I always recommend uh, the shorter sentences. Okay, it is the honey from the bees that take the nectar from the thornberries, a bush that grows delicious fruit that is protected by finger-length thorns, that make honey port prosperous. The wild honeybees are mostly left alone these days as bee farming is part of every thornberry farm. Unlike traditional farms, these farms are built on hillsides, as this is where thornberries grow best. Thornberry jams, jellies, and wine are as much a part of Honeyport as its honey and honey mead. Okay, that's good. Honeyport is also a favorite place for merchant companies to leave the river and journey inland in caravans to trade with the rest of the kingdom of Mirabex. Preying upon these caravans are bands of bandits. Most of that is a little alliterative. All right, see you, Travis. Most of these bands are part of the Silvers, a thieves' gang large enough to rival the Hand. The Silvers have far fewer ships but are less focused on the river, making Honeyport their main territory on Darkwater River. Though there is a proper market square in the town surrounded by shops, traders sailing into Honeyport often conduct their business right there on the docks. It is such a common practice that the town guard takes to watching the docks as they do the market square, including the enforcement of closing time. A guard walks down each dock and back again, ringing a bell, shouting "closing time." All businesses. Okay, you have too much punctuation there. I think you need to get rid of that period. All business must end, and those who fail to do so can find themselves sleeping in the town's gowl, something no one wants, as that could leave their ships and cargoes vulnerable to thieves. Okay, I'm not sure what a gowl is. Okay. Twisted Tam. The Twisted Tam is the seediest tavern in Honeyport and secretly the home of the Silvers, Darkwater Band. Secrets are often brought and sold here, through this, though the Silvers here are the most interested in any news about their greatest rival, the Hand. Every deal made here comes with strings only the most foolhardy ignore, or the naive never notice until it's too late. Okay, it's a jail. Okay. All right, see you, Magic. Thanks for coming by. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have a good thing here um going. I just think it needs more structure, meaning more subsections talking about the town, because this first paragraph that you have here, talks a lot about uh, the you could have a, there's the, how did the town form, and then you have industry right there, and so that could say, how do they make money? How did the town come to be? What's the history of the town? And its excellent location, the Thornberries, that is really good information. I love the picture. Um, but then here you talk about the shipping, at how it can be a shipping hub as a transfer from a river to journeys inland, and so this could be it's a port city for the Kingdom of Mirabex. Do you have another article talking about the silvers? Because this would be a good place, well, all throughout the article, if you do have a separate article, to turn these into links so people can reference and go to the other article, as well as the Kingdom of Mirabrex, Darkwater River. Uh, I would I would strongly recommend going through here and inserting as many links as you can to either stubs or to additional articles. I do like how here you have the, hey Lathan, good morning. I do like how you talk about here the closing time and also the impact. You're right, I didn't know what a goal or that just looked like a typo. I was initially thinking that it was like a stockade as opposed to a jail. So if that is an intentional word, I'd probably say like the local penitentiary. That's how you spell jail in Australia? Really? I never knew that. The town's jail. Okay. You use the soft G sound. Jail. So instead of jail, it equals jail. Yeah, I could see that. Well, you learn something new every day. Okay. Then I would probably put in it's older British. Oh, okay. Then I'd probably put something like AKA jail, like that, or something like that. Older British. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. A tooltip for the Americans. Yes, please. Have pity on us. Our language is not old enough. You know, I was thinking last night. I use Duolingo. I'm trying to learn some Spanish, and I was just wondering if the if there's such thing as Duolingo, British English for Americans. How do you do tooltips? I'm not sure. I would go to the Codex, the World Anvil Codex, type in tooltip, and I'm sure there's an article, or someone would be able to provide the link in here, as Moonflower did right there. And Lathan, thank you both for providing that. All right. So yeah, I would go back, throw in the tooltips, throw in the links to the other things. I would add more sections, subsections, so that people can go and understand what the paragraph is going to be talking about, as opposed to them having to require to read, because you do have history, you have industry, you have merchant, you have mercantile, you have uh, the silvers, and the headquarters and stuff like that. All in all, pretty cool. Okay, I forgot to start the timer, but that is our time for that. So thank you very much. Oh, and Magic had to leave. Freeman can use tooltips, by the way. Cool. You know, since Magic is gone, I am going to that complete. I'm going to reject the rocking around the Christmas tree, because he's not here to hear it. And yeah, let's get into the next sprint. We'll in a little bit. Yep, Freeman can tooltip. That's cool. Yeah, I saw something interesting here on the World Anvil homepage when I turned it on this morning. It's use free features like a pro. Let's turn the music on. It's too quiet. There you go. Hey, it's quiet. Too quiet. Move that out of the way. So there, yeah. So there's this article here. Looks like it was only published like last week. On things that Freeman can do. Oh, that's okay. World Anvil is a Freeman. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Didn't I just do that this morning? Yeah, I already did that one this morning. So I'm gonna reject that, but that just gives you back your channel points, and you can pick a new one. Yeah, we're running out of Christmas songs, but that's okay. Yes, you can request. I rejected that, and you can now request a different one, but that's going to have to be after the next sprint. And author goddess, okay, right at the. Oh, let's do We Three Kings. Okay, so author goddess, if you could put in the link to your article, we can do that right now. There we go. Well, that's a scary face right off the bat. Okay, I just won't read it. Yeah, I do like We Three Kings. Okay, let's turn off the music. Okay, God Creature. God creatures are beings that are considered supernatural, mythological, or legendary. They are also commonly children of gods, which makes most gods also god creatures. In fact, only the originators of each pantheon are not considered god creatures. Unlike natural creatures, animals and humans, god creatures are directly linked to the gods rather than the natural world. Many of them are created by one or more gods, while others are natural creatures with supernatural intelligence. Often, these beings are companions or minions of gods. For example, examples of god creatures include Valkyrie, demons, oh, Hugnin and Munin, Odin's ravens, and Fenrir. That's the giant dog, right? From the giant wolf dog that Hela controlled in Thor Ragnarok, I think. Types of god creatures. Gods, children of gods, meta-natural beings, sapient, blessed or unique individuals of animal species, sapient or semi-sapient, okay? Fenrir is another child of Loki. Ah. God creatures cannot take it upon themselves to directly interfere with humans. This is often assumed because because of free will, but is actually due to the power balance. Humans do not have the magical power that is at the disposal of God creatures, so they are allowed the right of determination in its place. Okay, I don't know if magical there was an intentional spelling to insert the K there or not. I could see. Oh, it's out of stock. Just remind me at the end of the sprint. I'll give it to you. This seems to indicate that god creatures are mostly impotent toward humans, but there are several considerations. One is that malicious god creatures will directly affect humans at the direction of another human. Demons commonly use this loophole, even actively pursuing opportunities for this. More benef- more beneficent god, is that benevolent? Is it I'm wondering if that should be more benevolent. More beneficent god creatures may even use this restriction as an excuse to allow humans to grow through their own actions instead of relying on the efforts of god creatures. Truth Gaias. Oops. All god creatures have okay, I need a tooltip. I don't know what that word is. Gaius to respond truthfully to any Gaius. Okay. But I still don't. Is it a spirit? Is it a totem? Is it. All God creatures have a Gaius to respond truthfully to any question posed to them 3 times by the same person or in the same situation. This is actually seen as a weakness of God creatures, as their secrets can be key to their manipulation of humans. That said, just because they must answer truthfully does not mean that they must include all details or be absolutely clear in their responses. Most will use this technicality as much as possible. The motives for this run the spectrum from petulance over being forced to answer to attempt to manipulate the questioner for selfish or malicious intent. Okay. It's a magical compelling, a step up from an oath. Oh, okay. Another aspect of Gaius that is that God creatures find it difficult to lie blatantly when they speak to a human who demands the truth with a ritualized phrase. The phrase varies from human culture to culture, but follows similar form. Okay, yeah, I would definitely need to have at least a tooltip or something like that explaining what the word is. Show spoiler. Who are you? Nicola demanded. Speak in truth. She invoked the words that made most creatures honest, though more trickster-like creatures would play word games until you couldn't tell what was fact and what wasn't, despite them only speaking truth. The reddish bird chuckled. We are the ravens called Thought and Memory, it said. We are Hugnin, said the bluish one, shaking its feathers, and Munin. The reddish bird ruffled its feathers, servants of the Alfador. Cool. Anatomy. God creatures are varied in appearance, but most can take on a human or humanoid appearance in the form of a glamour. I used the emotional energy to see the men's auras. An overlay of colors and vague shapes showed me what kind of people they were. Horns, claws, fangs, rage, blood. Nicola, too weird. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes you have to use the most appropriate word, and sometimes that is the most appropriate word. All father. Oh, okay. Descendants, demons, Valkyrie, normal. Okay, so Fenrir, rune spells. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit here. Maybe I can get a better appreciation for the. Oh, okay, there. That. Okay. Yeah. See, personally, I don't want to use swearing in my fiction. And that's because of the audience that I'm going for. But sometimes a well placed vulgarity is the most effective use of the word. My problem is that, much like salt or curry or pepper, too much of a spice will destroy what you were trying to serve. And so it's these, like, oh, okay, just clicking the like button. The stereotypical 90s valley girl from California who uses the word like every third word, it gets annoying. As and so it is with those who use vulgarities every fourth word. If it was, you know, the overuse of vulgarities really destroys its impact. Yeah, an audience must be considered. So I would really, uh, I don't want to use it because of my audience, but also I think that those people who do use it way, way too much. But you know what? What you had right there, there's not really a better word in there. I mean, yeah, there really isn't a better word. Doesn't mean I have to speak it, but I can appreciate it. Cussing is more potent in writing too. It isn't as ignorable as when it's spoken. Very true. Very true. But, like, I can appreciate a stand up comedian who doesn't swear, I think is a higher level of art form and is able to, it takes more skill to be able to make people laugh when they don't swear as opposed to those that do, because of the shock value. The shock value of dropping a vulgarity laden paragraph, it just, it's not just, it's lazy. Okay. Uh, but if you can tell a really funny comedy set relying on comedy instead of, I'm chuckling at a spice blend I came up with my story. I don't know why. I just call it Cinespice. Cool. Yeah. Okay. I don't understand why I'm laughing. Well, okay. You guys must have, if you guys caught me last week, there was something. Anyway, this is a good article. Let me just wrap this up with author goddess. Good article. I do like that. I love that you have restrictions on the gods, because I think having those restrictions really makes it more powerful and interesting. So there are some things that I have. Okay, I agree. I write much more adult themed content in terms of psychology, so I get away with a handful of stuff, but I only do one F bomb per book. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if like a PG-13 movie, you're allowed one F bomb. And see, and I would like, I want to write books that are clean but still intriguing. And making it an intriguing book for an older teenager, young adult, without relying on sex to sell, without relying on vulgarities. Well, James, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And we have one more sprint coming up. Yeah. So just to talk a little bit. So thank you, Author Goddess, for yes. Yeah, because if you're gonna, I mean, if you're gonna throw in a whole bunch of erotica, oh, Pooh's song. You're right. I forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder. Hey, Waffles Girl. I had waffles last night for dinner. Cool. Okay, we. Okay. Let me get a little bit of a drink. Yes. And hopefully the alarm's going to go off, but oh well. Let me. We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar, fields and fountains, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Born a king on Bethlehem's plain, gold I bring to crown him again, King forever, ceasing never over us all to reign. Oh, 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 star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to that perfect light. California. I love the California Raisins versions of it. That's really one of the reasons I love this song so much. Star of a wonder, star of light, doo-be-doo, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to that perfect light. Yeah, if anyone wants to really enjoy a fun version of We Three Kings, is the California Raisins version of the We Three Kings. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the Claymation Christmas special, I grew up on that. That was one of my favorite things. Okay. So Waffle, I hope that you'll still stick around even though you're getting all of this song. Yes, I is old. All right. Excuse me. Let's get into another sprint. The last sprint of the morning. And after that, I will talk about the schedule for the week because Merry Christmas, it's Christmas this week. So we'll talk about the schedule going forward after this sprint. So let's start that up. World Ember is an excellent question. Okay, first of all, World Anvil is a platform here that is used for world building. World Ember is a challenge to write 10,000 words a month. Ah, yes. And Moonflower has provided the link. So it's just literally this, a world building challenge in December. Yeah. So there you go. Excellent resource here for you to review. All right, so let's get the music back on for the remainder of this sprint. Turn the music up. All right, microphone's off, and I will see you in whatever time it remains. All right, thank you, Waffles Girl, for the posture check, and James for the save check. That is the last of the sprints for this morning. So thank you so much for everyone who's participating. We'll wrap this up. Music down. Yeah, music down. Okay, so there we go. Hoping everyone is going well. Now let's talk a little bit about the schedule. And the schedule, if you visit WriterGreg.com/schedule, you'll have a Google Calendar that I keep up to date that you can embed in your own Google Calendar, or you could visit the Discord where I place the holiday thing. But just so you know, with the holiday season, I am taking a long break to spend and focus time with my kids while they are off of school, and so we can just hunker down and be together and just have some fun during the time. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Most likely, and I probably will guarantee it, if you want to see me on my alter ego, twitch.tv/ if you would like to see me playing some Minecraft over the holidays, you can visit me over here at Salty West. This is my Twitch gaming channel, so that I keep things separate, so that those who are interested in gaming don't have to worry about my writing, and my writing people don't have to worry about my gaming. So family does come first. So if you're interested in catching some gaming streams over the holidays, feel free to like and follow over there. But so you know, I will be streaming tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, the 23rd, and then I will be off for the rest of the year. So it's about a week and a half, and then I will be returning back on January 4th. And if you're curious, if you want a more succinct explanation, you can just come to the live stream announcements, and I have placed the New Year's schedule. There is the New Year's schedule, Christmas and New Year's schedule. And also, if you want something to watch during the holidays, I have created a stream here, the Bits for Books charity stream interviews, and these are all, for example, we have Author Goddess, who's in the chat right now. And so if you want to see the interview between me and Author Goddess and the world building we did, you would be able to watch this, the 20-minute video here, as well as all the other interviews I conducted during the World Anvil, the 24-hour. So there you go. That is available. So thank you so much. Yes, Small House Repair Magic. That's the wrong date. 12. Oh, 12/4. Okay. It's supposed to be 1/4. All right. Well, I'll get that. I'll get that fixed. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming today. I really appreciate it, and do hope everyone has a great preparations for any festivities that you may have. And be sure to remember that you keep writing, writers write, and I'll be here tomorrow for more morning marches. And let's find someone to... I don't see anyone streaming right now, except we do have Delian. Let's go
There are probably more versions.
Let's go to Ray Delian. He is working on more World Ember. So if you're interested in art and you are interested in more writing for world building, we'll go ahead and raid them. And thank you so much, Waffles Girl, for being a new follower today. Oh, and yes, I will remember to fix the year as well. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for more morning marches. Bye, everyone.